So, do you ever wonder if there's any truth to the saying that only legends know the real history of the universe? Well, buckle up, space cadets, because today we're going to find out exactly what happened to the magnificent Zephyrian Empire and how their once glorious civilization fell apart at the seams and collapsed into dust. This is the incredible tale of how one of the greatest empires in the Milky Way imploded due to political corruption, corporate greed, and the insatiable hunger for absolute power. The Zephyrian Empire was one of the most powerful, advanced, and culturally influential civilizations in the Milky Way galaxy, spanning across 12 different star systems and 34 planets and moons. But it all started right here on the paradise world of Luminia, which had been the beating heart of intergalactic commerce, culture, and scientific advancement for over 8 centuries until everything came crashing down. But first, their magnificence required a metropolis. So let me introduce you to the magnificent city of Luminaire, the jewel of the Zephyrian Empire. Located on the Class 7 planet of Luminia, this celestial metropolis was a marvel of engineering and design, consisting of vast floating islands made of crystalline structures that harnessed energy from a nearby dying star. These towers ranged from 5 to 50 kilometers in height and were supported by powerful magnetic fields that allowed them to hover effortlessly above the planet's surface. The towers were also equipped with advanced technology that allowed them to capture and store energy from the star, providing a nearly inexhaustible source of power for the city. But it wasn't just about harnessing energy. The crystalline towers also served as a symbol of the Zephyrian Empire's technological prowess and cultural sophistication. They were adorned with intricate patterns and designs that changed color and emitted a soft glow, creating a breathtaking spectacle that could be seen from miles away. The towers were also connected by a series of bridges and tunnels that allowed for easy transportation throughout the city. And below the floating islands, a network of underground facilities provided essential services such as water filtration and waste disposal. Overall, the city of Luminaire was a testament to the ingenuity and creativity of the Zephyrians and served as a beacon of hope and progress for the entire galaxy. But it was also built on a foundation of lies, manipulation, and deceit, orchestrated by a clandestine organization known as the Obsidian Circle, which consisted of the 5 most powerful intelligence agencies in the entire empire. And their most audacious operation began when they started covertly supplying advanced plasma weapons to revolutionary groups in the outer spiral territories, while simultaneously selling defensive systems to the governments those revolutionaries were fighting against, which created endless profitable conflicts until the Celestial Commerce Consortium discovered these double dealings and responded by completely shutting down the primary wormhole networks that connected the Zephyrian Empire to the rest of the galaxy. But rather than admit their wrongdoing, the Obsidian Circle manufactured evidence of massive illegal dark matter trafficking coming from the frontier worlds to justify what they called the Great Purification Campaign. And when brave journalists and activists tried to expose these fabricated justifications, they were branded as cosmic terrorists by the Cosmic Intelligence Network and subjected to neural memory extraction procedures that left them as empty shells of their former selves. And this catastrophic military campaign culminated in the complete molecular disintegration of the floating city of New Arcadia, which had been home to over 50 million beings and was considered the cultural and artistic center of the entire Zephyrian civilization. And it gets so much worse, because as they were busy waging wars across multiple star systems, the Obsidian Circle decided they might as well collapse every planetary economy in the known galaxy, except their own, by using public treasury funds to engage in massive speculation on interstellar energy futures and exotic matter derivatives. Until the Andromeda Economic Federation spent nearly a decade investigating these suspicious market manipulations, and in the year 4847 released irrefutable proof that exposed the entire criminal enterprise, which caused virtually every civilized world to immediately cease all trade with the Zephyrian Empire and convert their energy credits into more stable currencies, triggering an economic meltdown so catastrophic that 2 out of every 3 citizens on Luminia lost their homes, their jobs, and their life savings, while entire city-states simply went dark as their power systems shut down. And as the galaxy descended into chaos, so did the Empire. Because as government officials were being assassinated by angry mobs on a daily basis, the Obsidian Circle manipulated the Supreme Chancellor into declaring total martial law and seizing dictatorial powers. And when the legendary Imperial Guard announced they could no longer serve a system that had betrayed everything they had sworn to protect and defected en masse to support the civilian resistance, the megacorporations sided with the authoritarian regime and deployed their own private military forces, which meant that ordinary citizens could literally be atomized by a Nexus Corp or Quantum Dine security mech for the crime of being in the wrong floating district at the wrong time. And as regional governors and entire planetary systems began declaring independence from this corporate fascist state, even the Imperial Guard eventually reached their breaking point and announced they could no longer serve a system that had betrayed everything they had sworn to protect and defected en masse to support the civilian resistance instead. And to watch the full series, click the link in the description below.